Well, good morning, everyone. How are we doing on this amazing Thursday? Where is everybody? They all slept in. Well, I know it's raining. It's a rainy, dreary kind of day here today, although that's about to change. We're supposed to be getting some good weather coming, so I'm excited about that. Back to warm temperatures and sunshine tomorrow. Yay. The rain has been good though. I mean, it's August and everything around here is still very green. It's one of those kinds of years. It's okay. Tempting Thursday. Everybody was tempted to sleep in. I was tempted to sleep in this morning. I woke up and was like, whoa, okay, I really don't want to get up yet. And then there was the other part of me. So, I looked at the clock and I laid back down and I thought, I want to get up. And so I got up. 2 weeks of no rain, 75 to 80 degrees. We had that weather, and now we're having a bit of rain. It's been quite a nice summer here, I must say. Although it feels like we had a lot of rain because we were in Ontario for part of the summer, and the first part that we were there, it was very rainy. Let's all check in. I'd love to know how you guys are doing today. Agnes, welcome back. I'm glad to see you back. Catherine, hello. Carl, how you doing? Lynn, you guys are steadfast and true. I love it. I expect to see Claudia pop in here more momentarily. She's usually in a few minutes late. It's been quiet. It's been summer. Definitely feeling the summer vacation syndrome, shall we say. I'm finding it's sometimes busier on the weekends, but during the week it's been quieter. Barbara, welcome. Great that you made it. We are continuing on through our book, Ask and It Is Given, our favorite book of all time. Everybody have a copy of this? Just curious. Can I poll the room? I'm pretty sure most of you have the book, right? Or at least in PDF form or something. Carl, did you find it? Did you go and look it up? Oh boy, vacuums are tough to hear over. Allow your feelings to be your guide. We're on page 65, chapter 13. There she is. Hey, Claudia. Allow your feelings to be your guide. This is going to be an important chapter. If we don't finish it before meditation time, we will finish it after, okay? We all good with that? Because I want to get through the whole chapter. Allow your feelings to be your guide. Another important premise, let me just go back here. Yesterday, we talked about your emotional set points are within your control. We talked about your feelings. Now we're going to talk about how they can be your guide. Go to Google. I mean, to buy it or find the PDF, Carl, you can go to Google and search for the PDF. Just ask it is given PDF. Okay, so just go to Google and search for it. That's what I would do. I know Steve had a link. If he comes in or I see him, I'll get that link again. But if you just do a search on Google, it should show up. All right, let's read about our feelings to be a guide, all right? Because we need our feelings to guide us. We need to understand that that's why they're there. They're letting you know you're on the path or you're not. Okay? Another important premise that is valuable to remember is that you are a physical extension of source energy, and that an eternal stream of source energy flows to you and through you, and that it is you. This stream flowed before the physical being that you know as you was born, and it will continue to flow once the physical being that you know as you experiences what you call death. Every living thing, animal, human, or plant, experiences that which is called death, with no exception. Spirit, which is who we really are, is eternal. So what death must be is but a changing of the perspective of that eternal spirit. If you're standing in your physical body and consciously connected to that spirit, then you are eternal in nature, and you never need fear any endedness. Because from that perspective, there is none. You will never cease to be, for you are eternal consciousness. Your emotions let you know how much source energy you are summoning in this moment by virtue of the desire you hold in this moment. They also let you know whether your preponderance of thought on the subject matches your desire or matches the absence of your desire. For example, a feeling of passion or enthusiasm indicates that there is a very strong desire focused in the moment. A feeling of rage or revenge also indicates that there is a very strong desire. However, a feeling of lethargy or boredom indicates very little focused desire in the moment. When you really, really want something, and you're thinking about your desire and feeling pleasure from the thought, your thought vibration is now in alignment with your desire. And the current of your source is flowing through you toward your intended desire with no restriction or resistance. And we call that allowing. Can you feel that? Can you feel the feeling of that? Can you get an understanding of the feeling of that? Because when you really, really want something and you're feeling anger or fear or disappointment, that means you're focused on the opposite of your desire. And in so doing, you're introducing another non-matching vibration to the mix. And the degree of negative emotion that you are now experiencing indicates the degree of your resistance to your receiving of your desire. So do you get that? You're starting to understand that you can want all you want. It really, really depends on how you're feeling about it. Are you wanting it, but? Are you wanting it? Oh, sorry, Barbara, we're on chapter 13, and we're now on page 66, about halfway. Learn to pay attention to your feelings. How many of you are becoming more aware of your feelings, of how you're feeling in the moment? That's really what this entire book is about. It's really what the law of attraction is about, is understanding that, number one, we have feelings, number two, recognizing them. Absolutely, Claudia. You can really, you can, when you really want something and you're feeling a negative emotion, you're resisting. Learn to pay attention to your feelings. When emotions are strong, whether they feel good or feel bad, your desire is strong. When emotions are weak, your desire is not so strong. When emotions feel good, whether they are strong or weak, you're allowing the fulfillment of your desire. When emotions feel bad, whether they are strong or weak, you're in the state of disallowing the fulfillment of your desire. That sounds pretty simplistic, doesn't it? When you're feeling good, whether it's like really strong or not, you're allowing. When you feel bad, whether it's a little or a lot, you're disallowing. It's putting up a barrier, not letting things come in. Your emotions are absolute indicators of your vibrational content. Therefore, they are the perfect reflection of your current point of attraction. They help you know in any moment whether or not you are currently allowing the fulfillment of your desire. You may believe that you cannot control your emotions, or you may believe you should control your emotions, but we would like you to approach your emotions in a different way. It is our encouragement that you pay attention to how you feel and allow your emotions to be valuable indicators that they are. How does that sound? Does that sound better than fighting off those feelings and trying to change the feelings? Just recognize I have feelings, and those feelings are indicating to me what? What are those feelings kind of indicating to you sometimes? If you're really aware of them, what are they indicating? kind of a trick question. Well, your feelings, whether you're feeling good or bad, what is that indicating? Yeah, let me rephrase the question. If you're in touch with your feelings, what are your feelings indicating? Come on, guys. They're indicating what you're thinking. Right? So if you can get in touch with your feelings and you feel how you're feeling right now, it's a good indicator of what you're thinking about. Isn't it? Yes. Right? Feel, think, feel, think, feel, think, feel, think, feel, think. An empty feeling is telling you something important. That's right. It indicates what you're thinking about. It's just an indicator. It's just an indicator. An empty feeling is telling you something important. When the fuel gauge on your vehicle indicates that the tank is empty, you don't criticize the indicator. You receive the information that is offered to you, and you do something about adding more fuel to your tank. Similarly, a negative feeling is an indicator that your current choice of thoughts has you offering a vibration that is so out of harmony with your source energy that you are currently disallowing your full connection to that energy stream. You could say your tank is approaching empty. Your emotions do not create, but they do indicate what you're currently attracting. If your emotions are helping you know your choice of thoughts is that your choice of thoughts is not taking you in a direction you desire to go, then do something about that. Replenish your connection by choosing better feeling thoughts. Pretty simple, right? If you get in touch with how you're feeling right now, and you can decide how you're feeling right now, it's pretty easy to decide what you need to do. Am I right? I'm not feeling too good right now, or, I'm feeling my body and I'm kind of aching. Okay, I'm aching because I was on grandma duty yesterday. Actually, I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm surprised, okay? I feel really good. Actually, I feel really good. It's hard not to feel good when you're around little Bennett. He's just the sweetest little boy ever. And my body is aching, though, because I'm not used to carrying around a 2-year-old. But I feel good today. And to feel good, you think good thoughts, but you have to recognize you're not feeling good. Am I right, Lynn? So if you're not sure, here's a suggestion for you. If you're not sure if you're feeling good or not, you're not really sure where your emotions are right now, don't worry about it. Just keep reaching for good feeling thoughts. Follow your bliss is a positive thought, is it not? As we've touched on previously, much has been written about the power of positive thought, and we're currently proponents of that. No better guidance has ever been offered to our physical friends than the words, follow your bliss. For in the steady reaching for bliss, you must surely align with the energy of your source. And in that constant alignment, your well-being is certain. But when you find yourself engulfed in circumstances that cause you to offer a vibration that is far from that bliss, then reaching for bliss is an impossible thing. For the law of attraction does not allow you to make that vibrational jump any more than you could have turned your radio receiver to 101 FM and heard a song that was being played on 6:30 a.m. When you find yourself engulfed in circumstances that cause you to offer a vibration that is far from your bliss, reaching for bliss is an impossible thing. Right? It's difficult to just jump from not feeling bliss to feeling bliss. Follow your bliss. You have the ability to direct your own thoughts. How many of you agree with that 100%, that I, you, Carl, Agnes, Barb, Claudia, Deborah, Dawn, Catherine, Lynn, Margaret, you all have the ability to direct your own thoughts at any given time? any given time. You have the ability to direct your own thoughts. Not sure why we choose to allow them to go off on their own, but it's really practice, isn't it? Going, oh, there I go again. There I go again. I'm deliberately, or I'm thinking by default again. Let's read about this. We're on page 68 for those following along. You have the ability to direct your own thoughts. You have the option of observing things as they are, or of imagining them as you want them to be. And whichever option you choose, whether you're imagining or observing, is equally powerful. You have the option of remembering something as it actually occurred, or imagining it as you would prefer. You have the option of remembering something that pleased you, or remembering something that did not please you. You have the option of anticipating something you want, or anticipating something you don't want. In every case, your thoughts produce a vibration within you that equals your point of attraction, and then circumstances and events line up to match the vibrations that you have offered. You have the ability to place your attention wherever you decide. So it is possible to distract yourself from something unwanted and put your attention on something wanted. But when a vibration within you is one you've practiced a great deal, the tendency is to continue to offer the vibration in the way you've been practicing, no matter how much you wish to be different. It's not a difficult thing to change the pattern of your vibration, especially when you understand that you can do it a little bit at a time. Once you have an understanding of how vibrations work, how they affect your experience, and most important, what your emotions are telling you about your vibrations, now you can make steady, fast progress toward the achievement of anything you desire. If we were standing in your shoes, if we were standing in your physical shoes, it's not your job to make something happen. Universal forces are in place for all of that. Your work is to simply determine what you want. Oh, you know, Carl, I'm glad you said that. I'm my own worst enemy. I need to get over myself. I'm my own worst enemy. You're not alone there. Our thoughts are our own worst enemy. And so the best way to fight the enemy is to just think different thoughts. As soon as you recognize, I must be thinking a thought that's not in alignment with what I want because I feel like crap right now. I'm not feeling very good. I've got a headache. I'm not feeling very good. I feel kind of achy. I'm not feeling very good. I feel off. Oh, there's that word. I feel off. Whenever I hear myself say, I feel off, I get off my lazy butt and do something about it, because guess who has, the only person who has the ability to change me being off? I'm off. I'm feeling off. I'm going to get back on. I'm going to go for a massage. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to just sit here for a moment and meditate. I'm going to breathe. One of the best ways to change your vibration is to breathe with intention and purpose. If we were standing in your physical shoes, it's not your job to make things happen. Universal forces are in place for that. Your work is simply to determine what you want, not what you don't want, what you want. You cannot cease your constant list of preferences, so your life experience helps you determine at both conscious and unconscious levels what you prefer and how life, from your personal important perspective, could now be better. And every conscious or unconscious offering or asking from you is answered by Source. When you've lived an experience that helps you understand in an exaggerated way the very thing you do not want, you also understand in an exaggerated way what you do want. But when you're painfully aware of what you do not want, you're not in alignment with what you do want. When you desire something you do not believe is possible, you're not in alignment. When there's something you want and you're feeling unhappy that you don't have it, you're not in alignment. When you see someone who's currently has the very thing you desire and you feel jealous, you're also not in alignment. If we were standing in your physical shoes, our attention would be upon bringing ourselves into alignment with the desires and preferences that we've launched. We would consciously feel our way into alignment. You're right, Carl. Meditation is likely the most important thing you can do. Meditation and breathing. Deborah says, even though I am feeling off, healing is coming to me. I am healthy and pain-free. Yes. I'm feeling off and I know I'm getting better. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. I give myself permission to be all I can be. Your natural desires cannot be held back. All of your desires, your wants, or preferences emanate from you naturally and constantly, for you stand at the leading edge of a universe that makes that so. You cannot hold your desires back. The eternal nature of this universe insists that your desires come forth. This is the simple basis of the eternally expanding universe. This is the simple basis of the eternally expanding universe. Variety causes contemplation. You see things, makes you think about it. Contemplation produces a preference. I don't want that. This is what I want. Preference is asking. This is what I want. Asking is always answered. Regarding your creation of your own life experience, there really is only one important question for you to ask. How can I bring myself into vibrational alignment with the desires that my experience has produced? Can someone type that in there for me? I'll read it again. How can I bring myself into vibrational alignment with the desires that my experience has produced? How can I bring myself into vibrational alignment with the desires that my experience has produced? Say it out loud. How can I bring myself into vibrational alignment with the desires that my experience has produced? Thank you, Dawn. How can I bring myself into alignment with the desires that my experience has produced? That's all you gotta do. Ask. That's asking. The universe will answer. And the answer is simple. Are you ready? Pay attention to the way you feel and deliberately choose thoughts about everything that feel good to you when you think them. Choose thoughts about everything that feel good when you think them. Wouldn't it be nice if? One of my favorite games in the 22 games, wouldn't it be nice if? How can I bring myself into vibrational alignment with the desires that my experience is producing? By paying attention to how I feel and choosing better thoughts. Does it sound too easy? The biggest human temptation is to settle for too little. And yet, sometimes we look at the world and we think it's too complicated. We think it's too hard. We think it's just too hard, and really it is that easy. Focus on how you feel. Ask, how can I bring myself into alignment with what I want? Pay attention to how I feel. Feel like crap. Ah, I get to choose how I feel. That's all you have to remind yourself. I get to choose how I feel. If you have a partner, get them to remind you. Donna and I remind each other all the time that we get to choose how we feel. And when we're saying things that don't feel good, got to change what you say and got to change what you think and got to change what you feel. That's just, it's the bottom line. Are we getting it? It really is that easy. Pay attention to how you feel and deliberately choose a thought that feels better. Choose a thought that feels good when you think it. How does that feel? Does it feel like that's way too easy? Well, I want you guys to think about meditating now. We're almost at the bottom of the hour. We made it through the whole chapter. Tomorrow we're going to talk about some things you knew before you arrived. And I have to tell you, this chapter is written and scribbled and marked. So it's going to be a very fun way to end our week tomorrow. Don't miss it. Chapter 14, some things you knew before you arrived. Right now we're going to meditate. We have our 4 Abraham meditations and 3 Laurie Granger. I believe we did Laurie Granger yesterday. Any preferences out there today? Otherwise you get whatever I pick when I go there. Any preferences for meditating today? Abraham or Laurie? And if so, which one? We have general, physical, relationship and money. And we have let go, sitting with breath, and the other one, money. Robin wants some money today. I'm all over that. Robin's the first one up. It was late getting here. Robin, so glad you made it in time for the meditation, one of the most important parts. Catherine, you're needing some physical help. Carl, you need to sit with your breath. You're going to love this one, all right? Because number one, the Abraham CDs, the Abraham meditations are all about breathing. So I really want all of you to spend some extra focus today on this meditation with your breathing, okay? Really focus on your breathing. 3 beats to inhale, 5 beats to exhale. Esther, every once in a while, will say, breathe in, breathe out. See if you're on track. Sometimes she's off, but just keep your breath. Keep focused on your breathing. Allow her words to come and go. If you catch yourself being distracted, just bring yourself back as soon as you recognize it. So let me see if I can find it. There it is. Sit back, relax, breathe. 3 beats in, 5 beats out. 3 beats in, 5 beats out. Listen to the words. It's all about allowing, and we'll see you back in 15 minutes. Enjoy.
We are going to stand for a while in your physical shoes and speak words that are of greatest advantage to you. Breathe in, breathe out. We want to help you find the vibrational stance to allow financial abundance to flow into your personal experience. Breathe in, breathe out. The stream of abundance flows generously, and it is right and it is time for you to receive your share. This will not be difficult for you to do, and it will not take much time, because you are already well along the way. Breathe in, breathe out. There is power in the words that you are hearing, and in time your resistance will subside and your allowing will begin. As your resistance is replaced with allowing, as doubt is replaced with belief, your abundance will become evident. Breathe in. Breathe out. Our words will help you to shift your feeling about money from worry or concern to eagerness and fun. Breathe in. Breathe out. When that emotional shift occurs, immediate financial manifestations will be the evidence of that shift. Breathe in. Breathe out. If we can convince you that the path to financial abundance is simply an emotional path, with each hearing of these words, you will breathe out more resistance, and your feelings will improve. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your work is not one of action. There are no courses to complete. There are no requirements for you to meet. Just a comfortable and gradual rediscovery of your natural state of relief and of ease and of well-being. Breathe in. Breathe out. You are never deprived when someone else gains, because abundance expands proportionately to match desires. Breathe in. Breathe out. When the success of another makes your heart sing, your resistance is gone and your own success soars. Breathe in. Breathe out. The fastest way to get to an improved financial condition is to look for pleasing things that you already have. For in the seeking and finding of that which is working, more success will come, and it will come quickly. Breathe in. Breathe out. While your life will continue to call more abundance to you, the majority of that work is already done. And now, with far less effort than you have been believing, your financial condition is about to improve. Breathe in. Breathe out. Financial abundance does not occur in one's life because of hard work, or good luck, or favoritism. Financial abundance is simply the universe's response to consistent thoughts and feelings of abundance. Breathe in. Breathe out. When you are able to accomplish the feeling of abundance before the evidence has shown itself to you, the evidence must come and will continue to come as long as you maintain the feeling of abundance. Breathe in. Breathe out. Anytime you are feeling good, no matter the reason, you are accomplishing the feeling of abundance. Breathe in. Breathe out. In your absence of resistance, everything that you have asked for is making its way right to you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Each time you focus upon these words, your resistance becomes smaller and your allowance becomes greater. With each passing day, your vibrational point of attraction will change until there will be an obvious tipping point. Breathe in. Breathe out. For a while, the only evidence of your financial progress will be your improved emotional state of being. And if you will let that be enough, taking no score of financial progress, the financial improvement will show up. Breathe in. Breathe out. We are so pleased to have this opportunity to express to you our appreciation for all that you are. We want to let you know that it is our absolute promise to you that the abundance you seek is coming. Breathe in. Breathe out. You are doing extremely well. Abundance is flowing to you. Relax and enjoy the unfolding. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel appreciation for what is and eagerness for what is coming. There is great love here for you. Breathe in. For the next few minutes, letting the music guide you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out.
Well, that was pretty darn lovely. Yes. How'd that feel? How'd that feel, Carl? And anyone who wanted something other than the money meditation, how'd it feel? One of my favorite books, and I mean, had I realized that this book is really a collector's item, really. I mean, I don't even know if it's in print anymore. Reflections on a Philosophy by Forrest C. Shackley. Does anyone here familiar with the Shackley Corporation? Don and I are distributors there, but Dr. Shackley was an amazing man, and his Reflections on a Philosophy, we read this on our call, and I mean the whole book, I've got it underlined and starred and underlined and underlined, and I mean it's unbelievable. Every page has something on it. And I opened it up, and this section just kind of struck home with everything that we've been talking about here today, about what we think about and how we feel, being aware where we are. The link to what, Carl? I'm not sure. I want to read this to you. I want you to think about this. Direct your thoughts, regardless of what may be said about you or what actions someone may take against you. You cannot be harmed unless you allow their words or actions to arouse the emotion of fear within you. That fear will deprive you of the power of reason, and you will produce thoughts that will be harmful to yourself. It's not what others say or do, but what you think that causes the harm. You are never a failure as long as you refuse to entertain failure thoughts. Success thoughts will force the expression of success in your life. The answer to your future success problems lie in the thought you produce on the subject. The answer to your future success problems lie in the thought you produce on the subject. You've suffered a great deal, you say, because of the things others have said and done. No, it was not the things said or done by others that caused your unhappiness, but your reaction to those things. You must think your way through life. Thoughts produce action, and only through action can you attain that which is worthwhile and desired. Powerful words, hey? How does it make you feel when we say those words? It was not the things said or done by others that caused your unhappiness, but your reaction to those things. How you responded, your thoughts. You must think your way through life. Thoughts produce action, and only through action can you attain that which is worthwhile and desired. Be conscious of how you feel. Be aware of how you feel. Always. Which ebook is that, Carl? I'm just wondering which ebook you're referring to. This one? You have this in an ebook? If you do, I'd love to get the link to it. It's page 57. Oh, Ask and It Is Given. No, that's, okay, that's this book. You found it. Good. Ask and It Is Given. Different book. I'm reading Reflections on a Philosophy by Dr. Forrest C. Shackley. That's what I just read from. Awesome. Awesome man. He was an awesome man. That's all I can say. I love this affirmation today. I open my heart and exchange the most healing gift of all, the precious gift of unconditional love. Just breathe that in for a minute, everyone. Just take in a big breath. Just smile thinking about that precious gift of unconditional love. You are surrounded with unconditional love, and you know nothing but unconditional love today. Okay? Regardless of what you experience today, until tomorrow when we meet again, I want you to view everyone and everything with unconditional love, regardless of what they're doing. If you see someone driving like a crazy person when you're out there, or they're holding you up, or whatever they're doing, love them unconditionally and just think, wow, I love you. I'm putting shields around you. May your life be wonderful. If someone is rude to you or does something directly to you, simply love them. There you go, Claudia. Didn't it feel good to write it? Just to write, I appreciate everything you do. I love you. Even when you have to do battle with anything, Robin, realize, Robin, you're dealing with somebody who's getting paid to do a job, right? Love them unconditionally. Appreciate their job. It has to be frustrating. And do all you can to help them help you. I've always had great customer support from PayPal, and you can too. There you go. Just came to you and you did it. Good for you, Claudia. Good for you. It's awesome. Yeah. Love them unconditionally. Today, all day, I want you to just love unconditionally, no matter what. Can you do that? Will you do it? Who's gonna commit that you'll work at that today? That as soon as you feel yourself going, you go, oh, I appreciate you. I love you. I love you. I love this world. I love this experience. I just open your heart, breathe. Love unconditionally for the next 24 hours and your life is going to change. Who's going to do it? Carl will. Agnes will. Deborah, you found a PDF download? For real? If you have a link, Deborah, Skype it to me or something. I don't know if it'll post in here, but Barbara's going to do it. Oh, Barbara. I have looked everywhere for it. Oh, my goodness. I'm just checking to make sure it's actually there. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Deborah, you, like, seriously? Oh, my God. Oh, okay. So, there... All right, I can download it for free for 15 days. I probably can't save it or anything. Otherwise, I can pay for it if I'm a member of that program. That's right. But you can download it for 15 days and read it. I'll tell you guys, it's worth it to download it for 15 days. Let me grab that link for you because Deborah's won't show in the room. All right, Lynn, thank you for being here. Love unconditionally, my friend. There's the link to that file. Actually, let me get the one that Deborah posted here. It's a better link. All right. Reflections on a Philosophy. You can download it for free for 15 days. Are you sure? Does it allow you to save it? I'll try. Anyways, you guys, thank you today. I want you to really focus on oh, I can't even download the free one. It won't let me. So if you have it, Deborah, maybe you could send it to me on Skype. It won't let me download it. It says it's been blocked. So, if you can get it, read it, guys, okay? Let's see if I can find a as a man thinketh quote. Live in the solution. A person cannot directly choose his circumstances. Oh, goodness, it just fits with all of this, doesn't it? But he can choose his thoughts. and so indirectly, yet surely, shape his circumstances. If things aren't the way you want them to be, what are you going to do today? Love unconditionally. Love unconditionally. It's going to be a challenge for some of you to truly open your heart today for the next 24 hours and just feel love for everything and anything you see. And if you find yourself seeing a lot of things you don't really love, may I suggest you taking a breath, open your heart, and start looking for things to love. Will you do that for me? The name of the book is Reflections on a Philosophy. It's Reflections on a Philosophy by Dr. Forrest C. Shackley, Sr. Here it is. Okay. I know that I have not been able to find it in print anywhere. I've even asked Shackley people. I'm going to send a note to Shackley Corporate in Canada or call them and say, hey, how do I get my hands on some copies of this book? It was given to me as part of a package. And it's a Benjamin Company book. I'll have to look them up. There are places out there. The last time I saw it on Amazon, it was like $80 or something. We'll check it out. Open your heart today, guys. Thank you for being here. I'm excited to connect with you tomorrow to see how your day went, okay? I want you to really be conscious today about being more in love with everything around you, regardless of how everything around you is. Just love it and understand that everybody is here on a journey. And the biggest part of the understanding is understanding that you chose this journey. You chose this experience. You created the experience you're having. So fall in love with it, because that's how it's all going to change. Fall in love with it and focus on what you want. Focus on the magic you know you can create, and go create it. Let's have a little more Enya as we go about our day today, and make sure that you have an amazing day. And let's have a little wild child, all right, guys? Love you. See you tomorrow. Be well. Be happy. Remember, you are amazing.